Welcome back to GMA Summer Series. Well, Russell Coight is one man who's really lived life to the full. And when Russell was on GMA last year, I mentioned to him that he had a good attitude to life.
Yes, I have. I don't take it myself too seriously. I mean, people have called me a legend, but, you know, I mean, I don't take myself seriously, and I figure that life's there to be lived, and I live as much life as I can when I'm living it.
Yeah, I think I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Can I ask you about the publicity which you've attracted? Has it affected you as a bloke and affected your family life and your life
Well,
generally?
you know, I'm a fairly private sort of person. You know, my marriage broke down, that sort of thing. But
can we talk about that?
Oh, well, you know, I was married to one of the Solar Century girls there for a while. I met her through Alvin Mangles.
Oh yes, yeah.
And up in northern West Australia there.
That was Rhonda, was it Rhonda?
Yeah, Rhonda, and well, it didn't work out, but you know, that was in the papers and so forth. But that comes with the territory when you're a bloke like me, that you have a reputation that people, you know, care about. So I guess I've just got to live with that, Bert.
No children?
There was an incident, and
well, how many incidents?
Incident that unfortunately I can't have children.
Oh,
yeah.
I see.
Yeah. Look, it's okay.
Yeah. Outback problem, an accident in the outback?
In the outback, yeah. It was just with a stock whip demonstration that it cracked at the wrong point and then got me on the wrong, and then unfortunately...
No, you can't crack it.
No, that's right.
Yeah. Russell, I don't want to get too heavily into that particular area, but was this before or was it during the marriage? Could you just pinpoint the time?
It was during, and then she left shortly after that.
Oh,
yes,
right.
Yes.
Right.
So, but yeah.
Yeah.
Such
Life goes on, doesn't it?
Yep.
Anyone in your life now?
No, but well, let's just see what happens. You know, the kids write to me, the kids love me, and well, if there's anybody out there who wants to, you know,
right. You don't mean your kids, don't you? You mean
no,
kids
the kids out there. I get a lot of fan mail, that sort of thing.
Sure.
Yeah.
Can I ask you, with this show, as we see some footage, what are you setting out to do?
I'm just trying to let people know what the Australian outback is all about. I've actually never seen the show, Bert. I go out there, I shoot it. I have a team of people, of editors coming back here who put it together pretty quickly.
Yeah.
They put it together pretty quickly, and they turn it around fairly quickly. So I'm just hoping that I get across a message of the reality of what it's like to be in the outback. Unfortunately, people don't know the things that I know, and I want to pass on my information to them to make them understand more about what the reality of surviving in the outback.
Are you one of those performers that, by design, doesn't watch their stuff back?
I don't think... Look, I don't want to get self-conscious about it, Bert. I want to be one with the camera out there. And the moment I start to be aware of what's going on, I think I'll lose it. I won't know what's going on.
Right. Is there plenty of material to provide a whole series? One would think that maybe you could be, in some ways, restricted to just, you know, the outback itself, maybe the animals and maybe the conditions of living out there, and then that's all, or am I wrong? No,
well, I've got my own theme park and croc farm.
Oh, yeah, now tell us about that.
Yeah, well, that was sort of what started me off as far as, you know, the information people want to know. I realised there were people out there who wanted to get this information. So, unfortunately, it has been closed down. There was an incident with I do a whip cracking demonstration, and unfortunately, Kitty was hospitalised. But I said to him, don't move, and he moved, and well, there's a little bit of plastic surgery, but the kid's fine now. Yeah. But so the place has been closed down, and the croc farm section of it has been stopped as well because I was feeding the crocs cats.
Well,
they were feral cats. They were feral cats, Bert. And you know, I think I'm doing a service.
Not live cats.
Well, my crocodiles are fussy eaters. Bert, I can't. I've got you know, Japanese people with cameras whirring away. I can't. I've got shows at 11 and 2. I'm doing stuff for tourism now, and I get some government bureaucrat coming in telling me I can't do it. I think I'm doing a service, Bert. I mean, it upsets me.
Just relax. You seem to be quite a volatile character.
I care about what I do, Bert, and I care about my country, and I care about what's going on out there. And I don't want some government bureaucrat. I mean, I've got to fill out this census form and all that sort of stuff. Look, you know. I don't know what it's all about.
Are you now living alone, just you and the crocs?
Yeah. Just...
How do you find that?
Lonely. But I think that as I talk to my friends out there in television land, I feel at one with them, Bert, and I feel as though we can share something and learn something together.
Mm-hmm. So you're not doing this for money or fame or whatever?
No.
Are you okay? You seem a little upset.
It's just, you know, I know that you care about what I'm trying to do, and I hope I'm getting through. I just get a bit emotional about having the croc. The croc park has been closed down.
Are you a drinker normally? Do you?
I was. I have the occasional one now.
Was it there a
well,
problem?
Mike and Mal, as you know, when we get together, it usually goes on for a few days.
The Leyland brothers.
Yeah, Leyland brothers. Yeah. We have barbecues at my place, actually.
Yeah.
We get Troy Dan to bring the beers over.
Yeah.
We get Les Hiddens, the bush tucker man, to do the cooking, and Mike and Mal come around when they can find the place. They usually get lost, which is a bit of a hassle. But no, they're good friends of mine.
Do you prefer one more than the other with the Leyland brothers?
I wouldn't like to say on air, Bert, but Mike and I have something special. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And what about Mel?
Oh, look, Mel's fine. Mel's fine. We had a bit of a run-in, but that's no big deal.
What was the run-in about? Can you discuss
I can't say, but it was a whip-cracking incident once again.
Yeah. It just seems that the whip is a pretty important
Well, yes,
part
it
of your
is.
life.
Just, if it goes wrong, people can get hurt. So you've got to know what you're doing, and luckily I do.
I'm just thinking that boy that had the accident, because he moved, I hasten to add that, he may be watching this morning. Do you have any message for him?
Jason, I hope everything's going to be okay, and I am going to be sending you a $6.50 refund for the admission price. I don't want it back. It's yours to keep.
Would he be able to see that or just hear that? How bad
You can
is
see
his
that out of the one eye. Of the sort of,
Yeah, well, all the best to Jason if you're watching this morning. We've got a grab from the show. Do you mind if we just use a piece?
Yeah,
from
I've not seen the show, Bert. So let's.
Well, together, let's enjoy Russell Coight in action from his brand new show, which starts on Sunday
this will be
evening
interesting.
at 7:30.
The sun sure is hot. I just found these on the ground over there. I'll hop down here in the shade. Now, if you're thinking to yourself, bush tucker, you'd be wrong. These are bush poison. They're called acacia nuts, and if you eat one of these, you'll get very, very sick indeed. That's the funny thing about the outback. You make one mistake, and you can be in real trouble.
Russell Coight and his show All Aussie Adventures. Of course, it was televised on Network 10 last year, and as I mentioned before, it really was a huge success in the top 10, which is just terrific. And if you happen to be watching Russell, g'day.